For the first time ever, I get to see how Hyundai IONIQ 9 drives. This is Hyundai's 3-row battery electric vehicle. It's spacious inside. It looks really cool on the outside. Tons of bells, whistles, gadgets, features, controls, multimedia, safety. Woo, the list goes on and on. Today's video is brought to you by Johnson Hyundai of Apex. So go to johnsonhyundaiofapex.com. Check out all their inventory. They have tons of cars, trucks, SUVs. There's a little hint at the storage space. With any new vehicle that comes out, we're gonna need some education. In other words, we need to find out what it's all about. It's about 5 different trim levels. There'll be the S, the SE, the SEL, I filmed that one earlier this morning, the Limited that you see here, and the calligraphy. Each time you go up in trim levels, you're gonna get more options, more features, more bells and whistles, maybe more comfort, more safety, who knows? But also the price goes up as well. So we'll have to figure that out when you're doing your research. We're also gonna have to learn and figure out power, horsepower, torque. There are 3 different motor configurations that you could go with. So lots of versatility, plenty of choices. There's also gonna be a variance in how far you can go before you have to charge up again and how long it takes to charge. As we get our interior first look, pay attention to the spaciousness in here. Remember I told you there were differences in options? When I did the SEL, which is the trim below this one, no moonroof. This one has panoramic glass, it opens up. Those are all things that we have to learn with our research. Look how much room. It's a fully flat floor, so you get room down there. You get room for headroom, for legroom, and we can customize by moving this forward and backward with these power 2nd row seats to get to our 3rd row. Hello. Yeah, push a button, it does it itself. It's like the Jetsons. 2nd row power, 3rd row power, lots of features, bells and whistles in the 3rd row even. Watch this feature. The front compartment, oh, it opens up just from using the key. And when we lift it up, we'll see, oh, the all-wheel drive has just under 2 cubic feet of space right there to put your cords, whatever you want them to do. And if you get the front wheel drive, it'll have over 3 cubic feet of space. Soundproofing material right here. I like that it has the struts, the lifts. Just don't see any motor. No engine. No engine, but yeah, electric motor here, electric motor way down there. Look for 422 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque with this one. It can go 0 to 60, 4.9 seconds. That's remarkable. And we've got 2 electric motors. Even though you can't see them, there's one 157.3 kilowatt electric motor here, one 157.3 kilowatt electric motor here. So in the front and the back, and that's all-wheel drive power. 3 different configurations. We could do rear-wheel drive regular. That one gets you 335 miles on one electric charge. Less horsepower than this one. And you can do the regular all-wheel drive. That one gets you 320 miles. That one has like the mid-range. It's like the 3 Bears. This will be the Mama Bear right here. And you can get this one right here. This one goes 311 miles on one electric charge. What does it charge up in? We got a lithium-ion battery here. Charges right here. Oh, we're going to rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Good job, Eddie Grant. Pixels here. We'll see pixels everywhere. But level 2 charging is 9 hours and 40 minutes. This one can ultra fast DC fast charge. That would be 10% to 80%, which is that sweet spot there. You don't want to fully charge it. Just get it to 80%, 24 minutes. That's incredibly fast. I'm going to show the full window sticker at the end, but look at all these advanced safety technologies here. Airbags, lots of different features. Some of them are very, very high tech, designed to keep you safe. The other thing you'll want to know is this one gets 85 mpge, the electrical equivalent. It gets 91 in the city, 79 on the highway. And again, like I said, it can go 311 miles. And you know, I mentioned this one gets 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. That's lightning quick. It really is, especially for a vehicle this size. Super fast, but it accelerates from 0 to your top cruising speed very swiftly. You don't feel it shifting because it's just electric motors. It is really nice. In city driving, which I've done most of right now, it's very comfortable. It has McPherson struts in the front, multi-link suspension in the back. So going on straightaways, it's very, very smooth, very comfortable. And then it's responsive when you go around turns. Look at all the lights around here. Everything's pixelated. Remember, we saw that in IONIQ 5, IONIQ 6. That is really cool. I like that a lot. It goes all the way up to the top. It goes around. Yes, it does. And it even comes around to the bottom. We have backup sensors right here. We're going to do our walk around from the back to the front this time, just to mix it up for me a little bit. Backup camera and a backup camera washer. That's how you open up the power liftgate. Pretty impressive stuff. It's like the Pussycat Dolls. Don't you wish your car backed up like me? Well, we do need to see what it looks like when it's backing up. So let's do that right now. Put that sucker in reverse. Do you see reverse lights going on? Brake lights going on? Our turn signal? Our flashers as well. What do you think? Now we're going to walk around and see up above. So these are color keyed right here. We've got silver roof rails. This is the panoramic glass. It opens in the front portion of it. Now what do we see? Doors that open up and shut when you push this button right there. I've got it on, so it's not going to do that for me right now. Look at the fenders. The fenders, why do I want to highlight those? Well, because that's called the eyebrow. And it's kind of looking at you. It's kind of staring at you. What? These are 21-inch wheels. I saw the blue one in cosmic blue, and it was blue. So we'll see a lot of color contrast here. These tires, let's find them here. 285 45 R21. Two-tone, backup sensors going all the way around. We've got silver on the bottom of the windows, black up top, and look, white, black, white, black. It's like a chessboard. It's also like a black and white cookie. It's like a zebra. The list goes on and on. Got a cutout right here so we can see around that A-pillar. It's great for safety. Color keyed, black right there. Pixel for turn signal. And there's your blind spot right there. Going around. Oh, this is the money shot right here. Woo! Vertical LED headlights. Pixelated accent lights. And our turn signal right here. I love it. I love it. I don't care. I love it. That's lit up all the way across. Electric vehicles always look funky in the front. They just do. This one's really cool though. Radar technology, camera technology, active vents right there. Active air, you like that. And then there's even camera technology right there. How do you like the back, the profile, the front? I did say being in this vehicle, especially inside, is about relaxation. So let's test that theory out. Oh, wait a minute. How about that? Oh, that is nice. We've got the relaxation seat. And it can go down even further. She goes down. Loving an elevator. Living it up when you're going down. And of course, we can come back up too. Back up. We can twist. Look how fast it does this. And I can retract the lazy boy portion of it. And I've got my lumbar support, 4-way lumbar support. So it goes up, it goes down. This is your lower back support. It goes out, it comes back in. What else do we see in the driver's side? Bose speakers, 14 of them. Power, really quick power folding mirrors. I like the silver accents here. This is all soft touch, and we see some illumination going on right here as well. I like that it's not just all black interior. This is H-Tex material, by the way, the synthetic leather. Bose, the sill plate, IONIQ 9 with pixels. Of course it has pixels. This is Morse code for H. There's the horn. It's got driver attention alert there. It's making sure you can set a setting on this one right here to see if the driver is paying attention and looking forward. That could help with people who aren't very good with distracted driving. There are people like that. Also, regenerative braking right here. We can select different levels right here. Let's go to this one. How much do you want it to brake when you take your foot off the accelerator pedal? It's really good cruising into stop signs and things like that. So we could go down to 0. We can go back up using the other pedals. So how much brake pressure do you want? How much regenerative braking do you want? 12.3-inch screen, 12.3-inch screen, has a power steering wheel. Oh, that's nice. It goes up, it goes down, easy to use controls. Yes, of course, we can put this back up if we want to. I think I'd do that. Yep, just do that. This thing's robotic, I swear. But the seats are very comfortable. It has probably medium bolstering, I'd say, right here. This pixelated, you could do Morse code for H. Very thin, looks like a Star Wars droid. Roger, Roger. Also, if the people in the back seat want to control the up and down motion, the recline, I should say, or they want it to go back and forward, you can do it there. You can also plug in the second row USB-C, 7 of those in this particular one. Also, yeah, we could open this up. Sure we can. And we've got one of my pieces of equipment here. It's a magnetic piece. It goes on. It's a really good suggestion there for anybody who does video creation. And look at all this room in here. Tons of space. It goes all the way, whoa, all the way forward like that. Also open it from this side as well. Clever engineering for the win. How about wireless charging pad? And look, I put a thick cup right here. Fits in both of the cup holders. Fantastic. We can do different drive modes. We've got Eco, Normal, Sport, and My Drive. So you can customize the drive and the feel. Auto brake hold, electronic parking brake, parking sensors, and different camera views. Spin it around. Spin it around. Come on. Spin it around. And then you can set up parking distance warning, top view guidelines. This is just one of the many screens that can show customization in your vehicle. But what if I don't like this console being so far up? I'll move it back up to 7.5 inches. Now we've got access to the people in the second row. That is cool. It's like a relaxation island. It's like watching the reality show Love Island, but we'll binge watch that too. So I can charge right here with my wireless charging pad, but I can also just hook it up to the max right here, 100 watts of power. That is very, very helpful, actually. Lots of USB-Cs right here. Heated seats, cooled seats. And yes, it has the heated steering wheel, 2 different settings. That's nice. Just move all of your things by touch. You can sync up your temperature. You can make it separate. And then we've got home, our map, which goes all the way across the whole screen. Boop. Isn't that helpful? Actually, that's very nice. You can search things. You can do... Here. Nice. Let's see what's on 80s. Hey now, don't dream it's over. A little Crowded House there. That is a fantastic song. Little love song going on there. Long distance dedication. We can find different settings here. Vehicle, sound, navigation, screen layout, voice recognition. Yes, it does all that and more. Keep going. General. We can do date, time. That's how you'd adjust. Matter of fact, this one needs to be adjusted here for time format, for daylight savings time. Now it's the correct time. See, I figured that out on my own. You could too. How about vehicle? These are a lot of the drive modes that we could do. Active sound design. There's a lot of quietness in this one here. Provides a driving sound for EVs. Please select a volume. The largest change as you go faster. Do you want a small change, a moderate change? I can hear it right now. It's high. It's low. I'll do the moderate change. Drive modes. Driver assistance. Speed limit warnings. These are all things that you can customize yourself. Driver attention warning. Oh, we got to click on that. See, I'm learning. Leading vehicle departure alert. I'm at Bojangles right now in line, and I'm not paying attention. I'm looking down. Well, the person in front of me went. It'll go beep, beep, beep. It'll let you know that, hey, the person in front of you went, so you need to get going. Forward attention warning. That means you got to be looking forward, not being distracted. We don't like that. Look at all this safety features. Pretty incredible. Boop. Excellent. Climate. So in other words, a whole bunch of different functions that you could do here as well. We're about to head to the second row and the third row, but for right now, we're going to look up top because there are features here that we could miss. We've got 3 different settings for garage door openers, auto dimming rear view mirror. If you go up to the higher trim level, the calligraphy, I believe it has the digital camera. So it'll show up right here and you can see a full view, what's behind you. Our lighting, I love how that comes around. Isn't that cool? What goes around comes around. Yeah, I like 80s music. Boom. Let's look at our visibility here so we can see how good it is. How crystal clear can we see looking out the windows? Big glass right here. Big glass. Very good visibility for the size vehicle that it is. And we can open this. Look how fast that opens. What? So we've got light all the way to the back. This one opens up about halfway through the top portion of it, or the front portion of it. Boy, that's so fast. So quick. Woo! Hello. Watch this. This is a really cool feature here. So I've got seats. I can do warming, I can do ventilating, but if I push this one right here, now I can control the second row seats. I can make them go forward and backward. I can do seat back recline, cushion tilt, leg support. That is crazy. Seat folding and unfolding. So yes, I can control these seats myself. Absolutely, no problem at all. But what if it's a smaller child or something like that? Look, I've got a lazy boy right here. A smaller child, they might not be able to do that themselves, or you just want to help the other person out a little bit. So I can go up and down with these. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and see if I can get this one. See that going forward? This one's going forward. I can also do seat back recline. What other features can we see in the second row? There's a lot going on. Sunshades, yes. Soft touch panels here. Small bottle, big bottle, bottle opening right here. And again, we can get this to go forward just like that, so we can get into our third row. And of course, I have this one down, but I can push that button right there, and it's going to go up. So much power, so much control. Pretty neat stuff. What else can we see? Well, it's moving all around me here. Seat pocket, and remember, we can open it from the back as well. We can do recline. We can do forward and backward. How about this? That one's going to open up. I know it is. Come on, Jeff. There we go. So this big, huge opening right in here. I like that a lot. Heated seats, cooled seats in the back. What? Are you kidding me? That is really cool. So lots of room back here. The headrests, they're kind of cool. They kind of cradle your head right here. I like that. A lot of times they're just flat. Got some bolstering here, a little bit chunky. Doesn't come out too much, so I don't think it would annoy you all that much. And we've got a walkway with these captain chairs to the back. If I want to pop on in here, not a big deal at all. I've got good headroom. This is with the seat all the way back, all the way back. I can recline my seat. I can move that seat forward, but I have a ton of room and the seats are comfortable for a full 3-row SUV. Some things you'll notice on this side, USB-C. Remember, we've got 7 of them. Want to remind you of that. And you can see those controls over there. That's for power, second and third row. Again, we have our own air that comes out from the top. Nice, comfortable seats, and child safety latches, well marked, even in the third row. So this is very impressive. I like the space. Open sesame. Power gate. It's there. Just under 22 cubic feet of space here. Just over 46 cubic feet of space if I put those seats down, and I might just want to do that. So let's see, second row, second row. Oh wait, that's the second row. Might as well put them all down. Oh, nice, nice. Need to get my action camera out here. Lights, camera, action. Just under, I think, 87 cubic feet of space with the seats down, and they fold down flat. So lots of storage, lots of visibility, lots of access. I could take my longest family road trip in this one and be just fine. This is for the power liftgate here. You just hold that down. This one right here has, 12-volt circular port. Got tie downs all the way up to there and extra space. Just slide this right here and we've got a power port. Isn't that nice? Tie down, tie down. It's all good in the neighborhood. And if I want to push this up, got more storage in here. It goes off to the side. You could put a tonneau cover there underneath, I think. The net. Good space. Boy, there's a lot of room, a lot of things to like about the interior. Full window sticker here, 2026 IONIQ 9 all-wheel drive. It's the Performance Limited, so it's the all-wheel drive performance that gives us more power, a little bit less range. So it's in snow white with black. Look at this great warranty that they have. Standard features here. Just stop the video if you want to learn a little bit more about any section. We did the safety. Here's the powertrain technology. Remember, it's the dual electric motors. Exterior, 21-inch alloy wheels. A lot of comfort and convenience. There's just so many features here. And if you want more features, get yourself a calligraphy. And we really got to explain all those buttons, controls, and dials on the multimedia screen because there's a lot going on there. Here's some extra options here to kind of finish it off. Starts at 71. And it'll go up to 73.8. The final destination port is in Georgia. Here's the fuel stuff. And remember, this is at Johnson Hyundai of Apex. Let's test out this IONIQ 9. Remember, 422 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. That's pretty darn strong. Absolutely. It has McPherson struts in the front, like you might expect, but it has multi-link rear suspension, which means it's really smooth on straightaways. And I think we'll find that out because I already test drove it a little bit. Kind of got a feel for it. You can control things right from here. I like how the temperature controls are easy to get to. The volume is easy to get to right down here. The 12.3-inch screen is simple to get here. This one gets 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. So it's really swift. It's got a lot of that low-end torque. I think it's 157.3 kilowatt electric motor in the front and in the back. So high send-off, high get off and go. We just roll it. I'm not going to roll too quick right here. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, that was super fast. I also like super fast charging. It's the ultra fast DC fast charge, 10% charge to 80% charge. That's that whole sweet spot that you want along the spectrum here. See how well it does it? 18 miles an hour right now? Fantastic. But that can do 10 to 80% in just 24 minutes, which is faster than some cars can do. So I'm really impressed with that one. I mean, this is a big vehicle here. It feels very spacious. Watch me try to stretch my arms out. Look at this, how wide it is. Oh boy. And then I can touch right there. But I like that the screen's close enough so I can swipe this touchscreen, get my systems worked out, all that jazz. I also have on the regenerative braking function, which means I'm setting 4 different levels, I think it is. Well, 5 considering it's 0. And I just hit this right here and I'm going to take my foot off the accelerator and watch. Woo, look how fast that goes. The camera can't even hold up. That was so quick. Controls are easily laid out right here. I like that. We can see the speed big time. We can also see how many miles we have. It's not anything that you're going to lose track of. Like, I wonder if people, when they're driving an electric vehicle, they say, now how many miles do I have left? This one tells you if you drive it crazy, you could get as low as 162. If you drive it just like a normal person, you could get 216 to 269. So it has a driver attention alert to make sure that person's looking forward. There's the regenerative braking part. The shifter, Michael Jackson approves. Excellent. It's really easy to get to all of our buttons and controls. I've even got different drive modes. Like, for example, we can do eco mode, better gas mileage, sport mode for better acceleration. And watch, as we move to a different drive mode, it does that. All in all, at higher speeds, it's smooth, it's quiet, and it's comfortable. And look how this headrest kind of cradles my head right here. That's nice. I really like that. And I can move my seat down really fast. I can move it up really fast as well. And I can tilt it forward, I can twist it. A lot of things you can do with these seats. It has decent bolstering on the sides. And all in all, I think it would be an excellent road trip vehicle as far as the seating itself. Shall we sample the speed? Wow, that was so incredibly quick. That was super fast. That was lightning quick. And what does that tell us? Well, if you want to really slam on the accelerator and you want to go as fast as you can, it can do it. It can pull out into traffic easily. It can go up a hill. It can get up to your highway cruising speed really fast. But what I really like about this vehicle is the comfort for your family, because there are connectivity in the second and the third row, power seats. I can control the comfort of the second row passengers right from the screen here. So much space, so much technology, and so much convenience. And yes, if I want the second row passengers to have, see my straw moving? Just like this. If I want them to have this console right here, well, then I just push it back 7.5 inches. This is a car that you really got to try out for yourself. I think it's fantastic. And as long as you like a battery electric vehicle, you got to get used to that part of it, but it can go a long way. So 300 and some miles, that's pretty strong. From 311 to, I think it's 350, something like that. It's really, really strong. So give it a try, and I hope you like it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. How do you like this one right here, the IONIQ 9? It's a great, fantastic 3-row SUV. I'm just curious to see what you think about it. Remember, we've got 3 different motors, 5 different trims. You could do front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. Woo! There's a lot going on. How about that technology inside? It's remarkable. All right, I'm at AutoJeff Reviews, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Threads. And I'll catch you guys later. If you'd like more content on Hyundai, then click on the Hyundai playlist. You'll find a lot of different manufacturer playlists. So pick your favorite brand. Happy watching, and I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for clicking subscribe.